All right, let's jump right into it. This month in Ashenfall, May of 2025. This was dropped on the 28th. They're looking to do quarterly updates, so every 3 months. June's the first one, so I'm assuming, but September. They want to do. This is all a bunch of stuff about what they've done. Every 6 months, they want to drop a major update, expansion size updates. So map extension is probably what that means. Quarterly beats between with skills, building pieces, and additional features and quality of life. Um, we got magic here. So we'll talk about surge and spell upgrades. This is surge. It's pretty much a dash or a blink. You get 3 charges. Once you use them, it resets on a timer. Okay. Spell upgrades. Enhancing it. So after image is an upgrade for surge. After image causes you to leave behind a ghostly distraction. So it's like a taunt, like a image taunt, actual projection of sorts. Um, which will yep. So spell upgrades are something for old and new skill lines. So that'll be interesting to see what they're talking about there. You can give them ideas in Discord. They're pretty active in there, so you should probably check that out. Alongside spells and upgrades, you can do magic focuses. So a whetstone for your staff, and the equivalent attack potion, which is a magic potion for crit hits for magic skills. Lastly, with the introduction of the magic skill line, some abilities that long players may be familiar with will now unlock gradually as you level up. So with magic, okay, so we don't know what skills those are going to be. This might be surprising if you've grown used to having access to everything by default, but this shift brings magic in line with other skill lines and let us craft a more accessible sense of progression. For new players, it means a clearer and more structured entry into the skill. For everyone else, it opens up room for us to build meaningful and impactful upgrades as we further develop. Okay, future. All right. So we don't know what skills are going to be affected by this. That'll be interesting to see. Ah, yes. Okay, good. So we're getting walls and gates. That's nice. That's nice. Building structures from their old 100 to 1500 in some cases. Sorry to escape. Oh no. Somebody's foundations got destroyed by a cabot. Oh no. That's terrible luck. That's terrible luck. We've added 2 new buildable constructions for you. Constructs for you. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Constructs for you. Palisade walls and palisade gates. These have 2 tiers, ash and oak, and are a way to fortify your humble abode. All right. Well, this is interesting. Now, those cannons you love dropping in Falador might have a new home in the future. Oh, so we're gonna be able to. Are we gonna be able to craft cannons? That'll be fun. Here's some pictures of this. The gates from a distance and everything. Ooh, those look nice. That's gonna look nice. I'm building a new base when these drop, so I was just waiting for like defensive structures. So the gates work like doorways. You can slap 2 doors on each gate that function as normal. The walls are beefy. Petition cow hunter required. Oh my gosh. Will stand a significant amount of abuse from goblins, cargo, anything G, other letters. What about chickens? They don't start with there. Are cabots. Cabots is a great example. Sorry if I peaked my mic there. I apologize. We're not sure on this yet. We're not sure on that yet. These should allow you to build some additional protection countermeasures. That's nice. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. So is it gonna be, so if we go up here, like, is this gonna be a thing, or do we have to build like the ramp and top part? Well, I guess we'll see. And that's not all. Your structure gets damaged 50%. It'll show signs. Okay, that's nice. It'll show signs of it being damaged. That's nice. That's nice. Updated oak tier 2 building pieces with new colors and materials to bring them in line with ash tier 1. Okay. All right, bless this mess. New system feature coziness. When you're 20 meters from your current claim bed, your hunger, hydration, and fatigue decay rates will be massively reduced. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice because they drain really quick. So, well, I wouldn't say really quick, but pretty quick. Be able to craft, build, cook, whatever, safe indoors. Okay, that's nice. Um, where the system goes in the future is still to be determined, and we're going to draw heavily from your feedback around these systems to shape it. Speaking of feedback and tidying up, We've also done a complete pass on item weights, which means that things will weigh different values now. No more pinning for a pack yak. Why don't you just unlock the construction spell to for the extra inventory? I mean that's pretty much a pack yak, right? Minus the pack yak and less space, right? All fuel items have had their burn times adjusted, so log and charcoal and all that. All items also now fall into one of four max stack sizes: 150, 99, and 999, depending on the item. Nice, tidy numbers, including those 99s we know you love. All right, cool. Hard difficulty and normal mode differences. All right, so I'll pretty much tell you about it down here. So I'm just gonna go here and we'll go through this. So this will be a toggle on option that you can check to opt into when you create a world. Expect this not to be an easy ride. Lock in for this one. Death, the concept, will be plentiful. If at first you don't succeed, die again. You can starve death, die of dehydration, blah. When you do expire from this mortal coil, your XP and any skill once last level up will vanish. Okay, so if you're halfway to 21 to 22, you'll be reset to 21. So it's like any other game that has like death XP loss. So yeah, if you played any other games like that, you probably exactly know how that goes. You can't lose a level, but you can lose progression towards the next. Speaking of losing things, if you do find yourself on the wrong end of a goblin arrow, a poison cloud, or a particularly gnarly axe, your gravestone will only be there for one life. These items are destroyed on your next death. Oh my gosh. So there's still an urgent need to dash out to your gravestone and get it back. Provided you survive. Provided you survive, that is. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever died going to get a gravestone. I usually die pretty stupidly. Like I don't pay attention. So yeah, is what it is. Um, let's see here. Your items will be gone, and you'll come back the same. At least we hope you come back the same. Okay. Uh, what's that supposed to mean? You'll also find supposed to be harder exacting your revenge, huh? Enemies will deal double damage to you. You might end up getting splat. 73. Enemies will be tankier. Triple their HP from base game. So triple HP, double damage, and so we also got a triple resistance on them as well. So infusions, brews, and pots are extra valuable. Um, all the, all of this serves to be a first blush at the kind of options we're implementing within the game to bring you more ways to experiment and experience the content in Ashenfall. Your feedback on this is very helpful to us. We're excited by the potential of what this kind of experimental customization could bring in the future. I want hardcore, where you die, it's a permadeath hardcore. Give us that. Give us Iron Man. Do it. Well, I guess we don't really need Iron Man, just permadeath. Permadeath hardcore. Um, I will be doing this hard mode at some point. I'll do like a video series on it or something. All right, so Bloom, the Dark Ages. We've updated the in-game lighting a little better to balance. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna restart that. We've updated the in-game lighting to better balance bloom levels. Lighting sources should no longer be as Okay, so yeah, sometimes I'd have a really bright screen. Like it would just be like, boom, you're blinded by the light. So this also means that blur in the distance has been adjusted to hopefully provide a sharper image. The in-game settings will now have a bloom slider and a depth of field slider. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. What have we heard? More RuneScape, more content, more music, all sorts of everything. But one word emerges triumphant. You want more. We hear you. Whether it's ancient dragon. Okay. Hey, I'm trimming armor here. Let me trim your rune armor. You want, Whether it's ancient magic, dragon defenders, trimming armor, one small favor, or something else entirely, the team are going away, doing our diligence, researching that what we think would or wouldn't fit within the world of RuneScape Dragonwilds. We recently spoke to you about steel as a progression step within the game's gear tiers, and the answer is here. Steel is an important progression step to you. Yeah, we want to keep going, and like if you're gonna do RuneScape, you gotta keep those tiers. You gotta keep those tiers going. Um, so yeah, so steel. What then? It's mithril, adamantite, rune. So and then whatever you want to progress after that, I guess. If you want to do those other craftable like armor tiers, or even give us like I don't know. Let me know down below what you would like to see. Like I personally would like just keep the progression step by step. And is an iconic armor that you have always held in high regard. Yep. Expect to see some full helms in the future. All right, cool. We'll get full helms. Nice, 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 nice. All right. The team are also working on how we can provide more security features to prevent griefing and securing your possessions and public/shared worlds. It's in the early stages, but we want to clear that we're hearing your feedback. All right, cool. I want to take this opportunity to also remind folks out there that there is a friendly fire/PvP setting that we have is very much a highly experimental mode. Part of this is due to us being in early access and throwing out ideas to see how they land. Okay, cool. They just want a bunch of feedback on this stuff. So, and then here's some cool community art. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. The cats and all the armors. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's supposed to be okay. It's supposed to be Surge. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, this is just like a quick little coverage. I might do more of these in the future. I might not do the newsletter per se, because in my opinion, this is like a newsletter. Where maybe I'll just do the patch notes when they drop. And then if it's like a huge thing, like for content coming out, we'll go through all of it. So I guess something I'm super excited about here is magic will be interesting. I'm interested to see what spells they're gonna lock behind this for like upgrades and everything else. This is really cool. I can't wait to pick a new base. uh I'm glad for this coziness. Hard mode, I will be doing something along the lines of like a little progression episode type thing. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I'll probably brainstorm some stuff. Maybe I'll even do it as if I die, it is a permadeath and I have to restart or something. I mean, we'll go from there and see what happens. Uh, yeah, so let me know what you're excited about in this next update. Don't know when it's gonna drop. It says June, but we don't know if it's beginning of June, mid June, end June. They didn't really give us a date. They didn't say early, mid, or anything. What they just said June, right? In June, we're hoping to launch. Hoping. So yeah, don't quote me. It's what they said. So in June, we're hoping to launch the first of what we consider quarterly updates. So, but yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and if you want me to cover this stuff, let me know down below. Not something I typically would cover. Like I said, I'd rather do when the patch drops, just because, yeah, um, I don't know what else to say here. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, or please let me know how to improve. See you then.